A lot of persons, especially the young adults in this 21st century, entertain some form of fear when it comes to the concept of getting married. For some, it could be the fear of being divorced after some years of marriage or the emotional breakdown that involves in some marriages, while others fear infidelity and domestic violence that goes in some marriages. Some groups entirely fear long-term commitment as well as the financial implications that involves a marriage. But despite all this, some folks still find it interesting to get married. And in this video, I'll be discussing some of the reasons why people get married. To begin, I'll define what marriage is. Marriage is usually a union between a man and a woman governed by laws, rules, customs, and one good thing about marriage is that it's accepted worldwide, accepted by all religion, cultures, and above all, it is ordained by God. For the Holy Book made us to understand that He clearly made them male and female from the beginning, so that a man shall leave his father and mother and shall be joined to his wife, and their two shall become one. Wow, did you hear that? Marriage is strictly an affair between a man and a woman, and it's so natural for a man to desire a woman. And marriage creates a perfect platform for this relationship to blossom into something meaningful, which, as I said earlier, is accepted worldwide. One reason why people get married is companionship. Companionship is all about living together, doing things together, because we humans are not created to live alone. I could still remember those days I moved away from my parents' house to my own rented apartment. It was a much desired move then, but at the same time exposed me to some difficult moments in my life, of which loneliness was the worst of it. Loneliness is unhealthy because it can lead one to unhealthy decisions, temptations, depressions, and even health disorder. Some unmarried people at this stage may even cohabit or live together just to avoid loneliness. But the wrong thing about this cohabitation is oftentimes it can lead to unpleasant results like heartbreak, unwanted pregnancies, and so many emotional disturbances in one's life. So, but the good thing about marriage is it gives us a platform where there is trust, where there is a long term commitment, and together we enjoy the companionship of our partner. So, because I remember then when I married, I was enjoying the presence of my wife on daily basis. The reason why people get married is for intimacy. What is intimacy? Intimacy is all about the closeness and openness to one's partner, or the degree of how comfortable we are around our partner. Oftentimes, when we think about intimacy, most of us narrow it down to sexual intimacy, which is a form of physical intimacy that involves kissing, hugging, cuddling, and the sex itself. Apart from this physical intimacy, there are other three types of intimacy, which are intellectual intimacy. Intellectual intimacy is all about the ability to express our ideas, hopes, or even dreams with our partner easily. Then the second one is emotional intimacy. It's all about allowing ourselves to deeply connect with our partner. That is to share information emotionally with our partner. And the last one is spiritual intimacy. It's all about how we connect with nature and our religion. So, but the good thing about marriage is it gives us enough time for true intimacy to exist. Because true intimacy involves all these levels of intimacy, which, like I mentioned, the intellectual, emotional, spiritual, and the physical. So it gives us time for trust to build. It gives us time for that long-term commitment. And at the end of the day, we can enjoy what I call intimacy. And outside marriage, intimacy is difficult to experience. That's why most of those relationships end in heartbreaks, and at times they end so quickly. But marriage gives us a best platform to enjoy intimacy. Number three reason for getting married is for having children. Nature so designed we humans with the ability to reproduce, and it's so important for the world to continue. And there are so many reasons why having children is so important. Number one is what I call continuity. We Africans want continuity of our name, of our businesses, and even our properties. We want somebody that will take our bloodline, somebody that will take after us after we might have lived our life. And so, to have children is so important in our lives. Then, number two reason why having children is important is because of the fun that comes with children. For me, children are so amazing because of their simplicity and sincerity towards life. They are so entertaining to be around without minding the occasional shouts and disturbances or even the time it involves in staying with them. But I consider it all fun because their perception about life is so different. At times, I even come down to their level just to see from their own angle of life. And when I do that, it's always refreshing and relaxing for me. And again, we Africans still have children for a form of security, especially at our old age. After training and raising our children, we still expect them to offer us some form of care at our old age, form of companion at our old age. Because after laboring in our life, we must have inculcated a lot of disciplines, a lot of principles into them, of which care is part of them, of which we still expect care towards the later stages of our life. And one good thing about marriage is that it gives a better platform to raise children because children from marriages tends to fare better than people from maybe single parents. So it's so important to have children. Number four reason why people get married is for synergy. Synergy simply means the cooperation of two or more persons to produce a combined resource greater than the sum of their individual efforts. For me, synergy in marriage is powerful, if not magical, because what is difficult for me to achieve or hard for me to imagine could be made possible with marriage. Is marriage not a beautiful thing? And the good thing about synergy in marriage is because marriage gives us the time, the partners to live with each other, to take care of each other, to have common goals together. to sacrifice for each other. And when we do this, I tell you, the results are always amazing, both financially, recreationally, procreationally, and any other good thing that comes with marriage. Isn't marriage a beautiful thing? And I'll encourage anyone interested in marriage to go ahead because number one is a sign of commitment to our love, our partner. And again, when we do that, we obey nature, we obey God, and we live life to our fullest. To enjoy life, to have the company, the right company to enjoy life, to face the fun of life, the difficult moments of life, and to always share together. So marriage is a beautiful thing, and I will encourage whoever that is interested to embark on the journey. Thank you for watching my video. If you get to this section of the video, I want you to comment, marriage is a beautiful thing. Thank you, and please watch out for my next video. Bye.